Morning, morning. Starting with Everton Stone. As chief in command. Yes, there he is. Chief in command. Here is American Aviator with Eric Orton. American Aviator there. Here is Mark My Identity. Dane Dawkins. Aboard Mark My Identity. Right here is Register Rags. This one here bolting away with Jordan Barrett. That number 9 there. Jordan Barrett. Clive Lynch there. Anthony Babanunes. Balled Bad Bias there with Dick Cardenas. Here is Jordan coming on back with this little one here. Strong way started. Yeah. Here is Chocomo. This one here is Chocomo. Balled Bad Bias there for Anthony Babanunes with Dick Cardenas. There he is. Here is Chief in Command, finishing up. Everton Stone. Chief in Command. Morning, Rasta. Here is Speed and Wheels. This one here is Speed and Wheels. There is Bowmore with O'Neill Mullins. Here is T Swizzle. Here is Inspire Force with Demar Williams. That is Inspire Force with Demar Williams. Here is Divine Force coming down on the reverse with Ian Spence. Yeah. Chris Pearson. Bias here with Daniel Thompson. Chris Pearson B. Here is Radish Roman. Woman in Love. 41 and a fifth there for the last 3. Easy Woman in Love. There is Bowmore. O'Neill Mullins. Front foot and now. Sobriety Webby Chestnut going down. Romario Spencer, Sensational Soul. Going around to Rider Bias, Sensational Soul. Sadiki Blake there. Rider Bias. Webby Chestnut there. Yeah. Bernard Backablay with Shane Richardson. Welcome back to Shane Richardson. Here is Interesting Times Ahead. Right here. It's Interesting Times Ahead. Yeah. Here is Con Ellis with General Kairola. General Kairola, Con Ellis. Here is Uplam with Jaim Anderson. This one is Uplam with Jaim Anderson. This one is Daniel Thompson. Gray, we call this one Daniel Thompson. Gray. Here is Divine Force. Coming on the reverse. This one is Divine Force. Going down on the rail. Here is Dan Webby Chestnut there. Dean Dawkins. Dan Webby Chestnut. J. Lewis with Miss Linton. Here is James. This one is James with Dick Cardenas going. Barrington Bernard. Blacker Bernard. Here is James with Dick Cardenas. Setting off. Behind is DaCosta. Striped Chestnut. Here is T Swizzle on the reverse as well with Paul Francis. T Swizzle. And on the fence there is Richard Bird. Who for us that Richard Bird upon? Big Show? E. Burke. Gary Crawford. No longer for E. Burke, but it's Gary Crawford. Chestnuts. Shane Richards there. Barrington Bernard. Bears. Here is Interesting Times Ahead on the finish. This one here is Interesting Times Ahead. Hacking this morning. It's Interesting Times Ahead. Big Cardenas coming up. Big James. Here is James. Big Cardenas. Ferguson Stripe B there on the fence with Everett Clunis. Here is I Dream Again. Calvin Harris setting off. I Dream Again. Calvin Harris. Here is Rhythm Buzz going down with Papa DT. This one here is Rhythm Buzz. T Swizzle, guys. Pulling away Paul Francis. T Swizzle this morning. T Swizzle is looking wild. There is Lockdown. There is Lockdown. Going around to Edward Stanbury Light Bay with Richie Shakes. And the Good Dark Bay there for Danwell Dawes. Rush Lewis is on this one. Rushane Lewis. General Carola here. Con Ellis. General Carola. Here is Happy Force. D. Williams. Going down with Happy Force. Looking happy this morning is Happy Force. Here is Captain Sparrow with Joy Ames. This one is Captain Sparrow with Joy Ames. Right here is Rico with Clive Lynch. Rico. Rico with Clive Lynch. Here is I Dream Again coming up. Calvin Harris this morning. I Dream Again. Little and Frisky is I Dream Again. C. Williams Chestnut there with Napier. As on Small Bay. And Lockdown on the fence. The Chestnut on the fence there is Lockdown. The Good Dark Bay here for Danwell Dawes with Rushane Lewis. His name is Rushane Lewis. Rico setting off there with Clive Lynch. That's Rico, Clive Lynch. Nice line of horses here. Going up. Wayne's Princess there with Yeovil Pinnock. Here is Cassini working on the reverse. Cassini there. Exercise rider Flemmy for trainer Barris McIntosh. Trainer Dalton Sergio, Bay Philly with Aaron Chatry. Bay Philly there with Aaron Chatry. Here is Whiskid with Radish Roman. This is Whiskid and Radish Roman there. You hardly see Radish Roman doing this kind of exercise, but he's on Whiskid this morning. Rhythm Buzz going down, finishing up with DT Papa on the reverse. That's Rhythm Buzz. Rico and Clive Lynch. She's Rico. Bash up this one as a big one. Rico. Clive Lynch is aboard. There is Jiva's corner right there. That's Jiva's corner. Here is Wayne's Princess. Yeovil Pinnock. This is Wayne's Princess with Yeovil Pinnock. There is Newspaper of Records with Dick Cardenas. This is Apprentice, Mealy Bears there, Aaron Chatry, and there is a galloper there. E. McLean with Almastelis there on the fence. That's Almastelis. There is Lord Espo on the fence there. Oh, Noble Monarch, not Lord Espo, that one there. Noble Monarch. A mistake there, but it's Noble Monarch. Newspaper of Record on the fence. Humility in the pink bandages with Romaine Garden there. Stephen Star Chestnut there with Andrew Wright. The Plumber, Little Baby Bears there. Dimitri Sina. May I tell you, well small. And the grey is for the Plumber with Richard Bird with the yellow bandages. Yeah man, Dimitri Sina. Rhythm Buzz turning around now and looks to be finishing up with DT Papa. Right here is Sparkling Fire with Shane Richardson. Sparkling Fire. Agent Prince, Mealy Chestnut with Josh Edwards there. That one. Robert Pearson Tick Bears here with Dane Dawkins. Bay Philly there to the back with Everty with Everty. Clunis, Philip Bears with Everty. Clunis. This one here is Pilot Chestnut for Jason DaCosta. Eric Orton. Right here is Girton Chestnut. Anthony Babanunes, 4 Socks Chestnut. And behind is Miliola with Jordan Barrett. Miliola to the back with Jordan Barrett. Right here is Craft Zedazine with Ron Coley and Cosme. Set off here. Apprentice Diamond. Trainer Anthony Babanunes. Cosme. This is Happy Forest going home. We haven't seen Happy Forest often, but that's Happy Forest there going home. Matty J. Williams, Dark Bay Cold Air. And there is the Roan Gray for the Plumber. Fred the Master. Charlton Riley. And Colin Blair. Little Blight Bears there. Passing with O'Meal Rose. In the light green top there, going around the corner. This one here for Colin Blair, going around the corner, moving nice this morning. There he is. There is probably too bad right here. Robert Pearson, Tick Bay. and the Bay filly passing by. Rainsville, the grey going down. Behind some youngsters there, Katrina Azan. Carlton Cunningham, short Beas here. Short tail Beas with Theophilus Jackson. Here is Gelroy with AJ. This one is Gelroy. Cosme on the finish there. Yes, that's Cosme finishing up. Right here is Big Show Chestnut going down. Eva Francis Beas here. Yeah, nice orange bandages there. Eva Francis. O'Neill Mullins. Benison there with Clive Lynch. There is Benison. Nice horse is Benison.
Byron Davis, Stripe B.
Byron Davis, Stripe B with Demar Williams. Struggle. Byron Davis. Stripe B there. Demar Williams. Here is Fred the Master on a hack. This Ulster. Fred the Master. Yes, the Cena Charlton Riley has the task to get this one back together. Rick Brown Chestnut here with D Brown. And this Beas here. O'Neill Mullins. So the jockey we said before wasn't O'Neill Mullins on that one there. It was an Apprentice. Here is Yorkies. This one is Yorkies. Masapang, Trevor Johnson, Yorkies. There Yorkies go. This is the Apprentice we said was O'Neill Mullins. Where's him name? Trevor Francis Beas there. Looks just like O'Neill Mullins on the horses. Here is Benisa with Clive Lynch setting off. This one is Benisa with Clive Lynch setting off. That's Benisa. Right here is Joyful Surprise. This one is Joyful Surprise. Here is Playfair, figure 8, Joy Haynes, Playfair. Dick Cardenas on Duchess. This one is Duchess. Dick Cardenas aboard Duchess. Byron Davis Beas finishing up with Demar Williams. And this one here, Spencer Chung, St. Cecelia, Chestnut filly there, giving some work. In front is Matthew J. Williams, Dark Bay in the white hat. Here is Hit and Run with Gavin Harris. This one is Hit and Run. Rick Brown Chestnut, and with D Brown. And the bay also for Rick Brown. Anthony Babanoon is one front, one back Beas here with Aaron Chastry. I know I said a frisky ass there. Here is Crafty Zelazine from out the straight with Ron Coley. That's Crafty Zelazine. Here is the grey Yorkies. This is Yorkies. There goes Yorkies. Trina Azan 4 Socks Beas here with Old Scott, O'Neill Scott. Here is Ray Phillips Greyhouse. This one here is Ray Phillips Grey going down. Benison on the finish with Clive Lynch. This is Benison on the finish. Here is Payfair, and here is the Baba Nunes baby horse here. Little bay gets away and running behind Joy Haynes there for company. She has to be looking back, watching him. Running behind the stable house there. Here is Duchess with Dick Cardenas on the finish. Major Danger with Ian Spence. Wacky Lynch Huge Bay with Ochin. That's a big one there, Ochin. Greg Fennell Bay horse here with Eric Horton. Greg Fennell Bay with Eric Horton. Right here is Toby with J Sybil. This one is Toby. And here, which grade is? Rainsville. Wow, beating them from out the straight. That's Rainsville in front. As on Toby. Look how far Rainsville beat them. Rainsville teaching them how to run this morning. The Cecelia Chestnut. Look at the Cecelia Chestnut there with the white feet. As on 4 o'clock, watch him. Here is Fiani Byron Bay with Rich Shakes. Byron Bay horse there. Gentleman, we always say, good morning, Mr. Byron. And he's always calling to bash. That's his little horse there. Michael Marlowe. Chestnut there. And Little Bay behind for trainer Michael Marlowe. Daniel Thompson and Chad Harris. Right here is Wayne's Cherry Links. Toby passing on the outside there. That's Toby passing on the outside of those youngsters. Here is I Diplomacy with Ryan Lewis. This is I Diplomacy there. Here is our young little Apprentice there going up. Here is Ray Phillips grass right here. And we are going around to Danka. This is Danka Fernando on the track. This is Danka Exercise Rider Fernandez. Romain Garden here with Impressive Force. Michael Marlowe. 2 foreign horses there, importee foreigners. Them look good though, Basha. First, me see them, you know. There they are. Natural Dancer here with DT Papa. This is Natural Dancer with Papa. Here is Major Danger, right here, finishing up. Ian Spence, Major Danger. There goes Major Danger. Ian Spence. There is my friend Mickey. Fearless Soul going home there. This Fearless Soul going home. There is Sonny T and Chippy. Gavin Harris in the burgundy there. That's Sonny T and Chippy. Ray Phillips Grey here. Nice as a grey horse, this one for trainer Ray Phillips. Gary Griffiths, Little Grey. Mr. Ware. Gary Griffiths Grey. Finishing up on a canter there. Trainer Fremantle, little young baby horse here. There is my friend Mickey. Attach my rear, my friend Mickey. Natural dancer with DT Papa finishing up. Sunny T and Chippy set off there with Garvin Harris lively, Sunny T and Chippy. So we will waiting on Sunny T and Chippy to come around to finish with Sunny T and Chippy. This is Ariana. That's her name, the little female apprentice rider. This is Ariana. There is Sunny T and Chippy. Here is the Garvin Harris on the finish. Yes, as we're about to finish this morning, we're finished with a nice one. 2:13 and 4/5 for 9 there. Easy this morning for Sunny T and Chippy and Garvin Harris. Set off lively, and there he is, finishing up lively all the way to the end there. Bye bye for now.